Hello and welcome to the session. In this session we will discuss the following question which says, sketch the graph of the function y equal to square root of 16 minus x square. Let's start with the solution now. The function given to us is y equal to square root of 16 minus x square, and we have to sketch the graph for this function. Let this be equation 1. For the sketching of the graph for this function, we would follow certain steps. In the first step, we check the symmetry of the given function. As you can see that equation 1 contains only even powers of x, so the curve is symmetrical about the y-axis. In the next step, we check whether the curve passes through the origin or not. So for this, we put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in equation 1, and we get 0 is equal to square root of 16 minus 0. That is, we have 0 is equal to 4, which is obviously not true. Therefore, we can say that the point 0, 0 does not satisfy equation 1, and so the curve does not pass through the origin. In the next step, we find the points of intersection of the curve with the axis. Now putting x equal to 0 in equation 1, that is this equation, we get y is equal to square root of 16 minus 0, which is equal to square root of 16, that is plus minus 4. So we can say that the curve cuts the y-axis at points 0, 4 and 0, minus 4. Then next, putting y equal to 0 in equation 1, we get 0 is equal to square root of 16 minus x square, that is 16 minus x square is equal to 0, or we can say we have x square equal to 16, which gives us the values of x as plus minus 4. So we can say that the curve cuts the x-axis at points 4, 0 and minus 4, 0. Now next, we find the intervals in which the curve is increasing or decreasing. Now, as we had y equal to square root of 16 minus x square, from here we have dy by dx is equal to 1 upon 2 into square root of 16 minus x square into minus 2x. This 2 and 2 cancels, so we have dy by dx is equal to minus x upon square root of 16 minus x square. Now, for finding the intervals in which the curve is increasing, we take dy by dx greater than 0, that is minus x upon square root of 16 minus x square is greater than 0, or we can say that minus x is greater than 0, which means that x is less than 0. Now, for finding the intervals in which the curve is decreasing, we have dy by dx less than 0, that is minus x upon square root of 16 minus x square is less than 0, which means that minus x is less than 0, or you can say that x is greater than 0. So we can say the curve is increasing when we have x less than equal to 0 and it is decreasing when we have x greater than equal to 0. Now in the next step, we have dy by dx is equal to minus x upon square root of 16 minus x square. Now from here we have d2 by dx2 is equal to minus x into minus 1 by 2 into 16 minus x square the whole to the power of minus 3 by 2 into minus 2x the whole plus 16 minus x square to the power of minus 1 by 2 into minus 1. So, this would further give us d2 by dx2 as minus 16 upon 16 minus x square to the power of 3 by 2. Now, when we have dy by dx equal to 0, this means minus x upon square root of 16 minus x square is equal to 0, that is, we get x equal to 0. Now, d2 by dx2 at x equal to 0 would be less than 0, that is when we put x equal to 0 here, we will get a negative value for this. So, this means that y is maximum when x is equal to 0. So we can say that x equal to 0 is a maximum point and the maximum value of y would be equal to square root of 16 minus 0, that is equal to 4. Thus we can say that 0, 4 is a maximum point. Now again we have y is equal to square root of 16 minus x square. Now y is defined when we have 16 minus x square greater than equal to 0, that is when we have x square less than equal to 16, or we can say that modulus of x is less than equal to 4, which means that x lies between minus 4 and 4, that is x is greater than equal to minus 4 and less than equal to 4. That is, no portion of the curve lies on the left of x equal to minus 4 or on the right of x equal to 4. Now in the next step, we prepare a table of values to find a few points. We had y equal to square root of 16 minus x square as the function. For x equal to minus 4 in this function, we have the value of y as 0. For x equal to minus 3, value of y is 2.6. For x equal to minus 2, the value of y is 3.5. For x equal to minus 1, the value of y that we obtain is 3.9. For x equal to 0, the value of y so obtained is 4. Then for x equal to 1, the value of y is 3.9. For x equal to 2, the value of y is 3.5. For x equal to 3, the value of y is 2.6. For x equal to 4, the value of y is 0. Now we will plot these points. So first, we plot the point with coordinates minus 4, 0. So this is the point minus 4, 0. Next point that we have is minus 3, 2.6. This point represents the point with coordinates minus 3, 2.6. Now the next point that we have is minus 2, 3.5. Now let us plot this point. The point minus 2, 3.5 is this point. Then we have minus 1, 3.9. This point is minus 1, 3.9. The next we have the point 0, 4. This is the point 0, 4. Next is 1, 3.9. So this point is 1, 3.9. Then we have a point with coordinates 2, 3.5. So this point represents the point with coordinates 2, 3.5. Next point to be plotted is 3, 2.6. So this point is 3, 2.6. Then we have the point 4, 0. So this is the point 4, 0. Now we will join these points by a freehand curve. So we have got this curve. As you can see, this curve is symmetrical about the y-axis. Then it does not pass through the origin. It intersects the x-axis at the points 4, 0 and minus 4, 0, and the y-axis at the point 0, 4. And we observe that this curve is increasing when x is less than equal to 0 and decreasing when x is greater than equal to 0. This point 0, 4 is the maximum point, and we also observe that no portion of the curve lies on the left of x equal to minus 4, that is on this side, and no portion of the curve lies on the right of x equal to 4, that is on this side. Now the given function was y equal to square root of 16 minus x square. Now when we square both sides, we get y square equal to 16 minus x square, and further we get x square plus y square is equal to 16. This equation represents a circle with center 0, 0 and radius 4. And graph of this function as we have drawn is the upper half of this circle, that is x square plus y square equal to 16. So this completes the sketching of the graph. Hope you have understood the solution of this question.